Storm Track 5 winter weather coverage is sponsored by Ingalls.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 5 WCYB today. I'm Preston Ayers. It is 6 o'clock here on this Monday morning as we have complete coverage and team coverage this morning of the winter storm that is moving through our region and what we've dealt with overnight. Kit Alexander is live on the road this morning in our storm tracker. He'll show us the latest road conditions here in just a bit. But we begin with meteorologist David Boyd in the studio and looking at what's changed overnight. David, we've had a light amount of snow come through, and that's just about dusted everything in the path.
And temperatures cold enough that it was sticking for a while. Now some of the roads are just wet. But as temperatures continue to fall, we're concerned about more and more black ice. So it may look wet, but it could be actually very icy. And also still dealing with the power outages from the freezing rain and ice yesterday. Washington County, Virginia, about 9,400 customers without power. Smith County, almost 5,500. And Grayson County, about 500 customers without power. This morning, we're looking at some more scattered snow showers coming through. We had a little burst overnight, coating the ground. Now, in a lot of the roads. Now another round is coming in. We're seeing some snows around Norton down into Rogersville as we're pushing into Kingsport here very soon. So we track it into the future. Scattered snow showers and flurries around, especially this morning, and still a few flurries in the afternoon, especially higher elevations. Those finally taper off into tonight. The temperatures are going to get colder before they barely climb at all later today. It's 12 in Wise. It's 20 to 25 in the Tri-Cities. Factor in the wind that's blowing, and we have wind chills down to 9 in Kingsport and Greenville, 1 below in Wise, 2 below Beach Mountain. We get even colder tonight. Cold weather advisory for most. Extreme cold warning for the higher elevations, including North Carolina mountains, where wind chills are going to be below 10 below. Today will be in the upper teens to low 20s with some gusty winds and cloudy skies. The rest of my forecast is coming up.
Our team coverage continues right now. Meteorologist Kit Alexander in our storm tracker has been traveling around all morning. We've seen a variety of road conditions, and depending on whether it's a main road or a side road. Kit, let's talk about what you've dealt with out there, and some icy patches for sure and snow spots as well.
Yeah, Preston, that is certainly the case. So mainly the side roads this morning, and even in the Tri-Cities, some of the side roads have some fresh coating of, well, a little bit of a fresh coating of snow out there, as well as some ice. So let's take a look at some of the main roads here. So we're heading on our way towards Bluff City and on down to Tennessee. We just came out of the Bristol, Tennessee community around Tennessee High, where some of those side roads already have that fresh coating of snow and some slick conditions, and certainly on hills. Black ice is really the threat here, as temperatures are right at 20 degrees, even here on the Tennessee side. So we're not quite out of the woods yet. I know Southwest Virginia is significantly worse, but even in Tennessee, as we're seeing some of those scattered snow showers move in that David was mentioning, and even in western portions of the area, we've seen some of that snow here as well, that fresh coating. But the main roads have been treated pretty hardcore. They've been laying a lot of salt down. Now, another thing to think about with the salt, when it gets down to 20 degrees, and especially into the teens, you lose some of the effectiveness of that salt. It's just not quite as effective. So you're going to be running into more areas where you're going to have some black ice. A little bit of daylight later on will kind of help with that some, but certainly during the overnight hours, and man, as we get really cold, especially going into tonight with lows in the single digits, black ice is a big threat, and still some little debris, you know, pieces of tree branches and so forth that are some of these roads. Just something to keep in mind. Main road, though, looking pretty good here in Bristol, Tennessee. Reporting live from Bristol, Tennessee, I'm Storm Track 5 meteorologist Kit Alexander. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Kit. We'll be back at Kit coming up throughout the rest of the hour. I want to show you some new pictures that have just come into the newsroom. The Hawkins County Emergency Management Agency posting online, asking folks to stay off the roads in Hawkins County this morning. This is a picture from Jamie Miller, the EMA director, that's Highway 11W. Now, we were looking live a moment ago on the Ingalls Camera Network in Church Hill. 11W wasn't quite as snow covered, and behind the banner there is where you can see the white dusting across Highway 11W, and they're saying many of the side roads and back roads of Hawkins County are snow covered this morning, asking folks to wait a little while before you head out this morning and watch out for those slick roads. But also hearing from Jonesboro Police a short time ago, their side roads also reportedly to being very slick as well, but the main roads there, and they're saying are okay. Roads temperatures have been responding, and the dipping temperatures, though, causing even more problems. News 5's Mara St. Marie explaining where VDOT crews are prioritizing their work as the snow passes through.
I spoke with Virginia Department of Transportation officials who say they're not only dealing with yesterday's weather, but preparing for freezing temperatures this week.
It's just going to take some time for us to be everywhere that we need to be following the storm.
But Michelle Earl with VDOT says treating the roadways isn't the only priority after winter weather.
We also have our tree trim crews out. There have been some trees down over the road, so they're out addressing those things as well.
Even if the roads appear safe to travel, Earl says it's important to still exercise caution.
With the temperatures being so cold this week, there will be some icy patches out there for sure, so people just need to be alert.
And we're told, if possible, avoid driving in the winter weather conditions.